What's going on, yo? It's Z-Rex, no noise, coming at you on a static video today again. I am from the bed, actually, with my foot still propped up. It is very much screwed. Probably gonna have to go to the doctor tomorrow if it doesn't get any better, but whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, I don't care about that. Let's move on here into some price action. Also, I'm doing this on TradingView, so we're just gonna see how this goes. I haven't tried this yet before doing recordings on here, but I totally forgot that they did that until last night. I was like, oh yeah, they added this like last year at some point. So there was a live stream button, but I couldn't find it, and was just like, whatever. Let's just move on. So Bitcoin. Some money, it's a little bouncy bounce here as the futures opened. Still, all right, let's zoom out a tad. Oh my goodness, it's running kind of slow. Anyway, a little bit of bouncing today, nothing too crazy. Maybe we get back up to $1 trillion. That'd be nice for alts for some good continuation. Let's jump into Mama Bear here. Interesting candle setup on here on Mama Bear. This little dump below, and it looked like it was starting to get going. This might have been a little bit of a confirmation low in this structure. If we can close a 3 hour above this like 31.5, or I'm sorry, 31. Ooh, that would be way lower. 51.5 ish area and get back above the mama here, and definitely if we can come back and get into the neutral zone on DMI, which the bulls are getting back in there. We were looking for this yesterday, so that's pretty nice. Let's see if they battle it out and can get a little bit more momentum here. But this reaction so far off this low on the right when the futures open, I do like this for some possible follow through to the upside. It also is confirming too. I'll zoom back in. It's also confirming too that if we go back below this thing, watch the hell out. It's going to get gnarly. So nice reaction there. Playing the TA game, doing pretty good. Let's see if we can close above this little horizontal range at 51,000 ish. But ultimately, I'd like to see it just get up over the mama. Let's see what futures are looking like. Yeah, still they don't look as good on DMI, so that's a bit concerning, and they don't look as sexy either in relation to their EMAs. And I do put more weight on the CME chart, so I don't like that for Confluence. But let's see how what the trading session overnight and in the morning brings, because there's not that many people trading right now compared to tomorrow morning when all the big boy markets come to work or boys come to work. Let's see, Ethereum doing a pretty nice little bounce too off of here. I mean, if we can get back over and and hold over this mid 2400 area, I mean, that's pretty sexy. Um, yeah, I mean, we can get some follow through on this, then that would be really awesome. But man, it's just the 3 hour doesn't really have anything super great on it yet. We just need a little bit more time across the board here. We're close though. We're getting close, and these are some interesting bounces we had when the futures opened. Litecoin doesn't really look that good. Dominance still in the DMI. I mean, we're just like barely holding on still, kind of the same shit, different day as yesterday. So not really that much to. I mean, it's good that we're bouncing off the lows. I mean, it looks like everything is kind of behaving similarly, but again, until most of these can flip, I'd really want to see DMI get back up in positive numbers in the power zone here, like by the middle of this week, or I'm going to start to get real concerned. Man, preferably by like tomorrow or Tuesday, because there's not that much time where we can just go sideways here. Actually, it's tomorrow. If we just like go sideways here, or is it not tomorrow? Hold on. What's today? Oh, it is midweek because this is the 25th, 6th. yeah, so Tuesday at the latest Wednesday. These are going to cross just going sideways. So price action is about to start getting pumped or dumped. Let's see. Man, just holding on to these lows here. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, this looks pretty nice above $20. I mean, there's not really any oscillators, but just off pure horizontals and looking into the left, I mean, that does exist. Again, looking on these low time frames, pretty much for everything for DMI to get back in the power zone. And none of this weak crap like back over here where it just sits right underneath it. No, we need some real pumpage. We want it to hang out above there while the bears get pushed down at the same time. You can see here it was like struggling, and also the bears were staying in the middle of the zone too. So that's that's not good. You want the bears to get in the weak zone while the bulls are up on the top, or vice versa if you're looking for a bearish strong move. So, man, kind of everything is about the same today, so there's probably not much to talk about. I mean, yeah, same here for Link. Kind of just barely holding on at the bottom of the ranges. So it's like this is either going to be a pretty good opportunity zone here, or we're about to go to the next potential opportunity zone. And sorry, my foot was acting crazy. Yeah, something that's kind of scary is like I can barely move a couple of my toes. Like I can move them certain ways, but I can't move them like sideways that well. It's just so swollen. So it's getting pinched in there. Probably. Anyway, and it feels like I got like icy hot on my ankle. It's a weird feeling. But that probably is not a good sign if I had to guess. But yeah, I don't really know. Let's see. Anyway, Bitcoin Cash, same thing, just bounce. I mean, every chart's almost the same right now. There are a couple outliers, like Monero looks good, Sol looks good, crazy crap like Pirate Chain looks good. Bitcoin Cash actually looks pretty good too, just hovering right over the previous breakout zone. So I do like that. So there are a couple that aren't as shitty. But obviously, Mama Bear is a super important one. And even on low time frames, it's the same posturings for most of these coins. Like we need to see the flip on the oscillators and some follow through, like at least getting up above the 21 EMA. I mean, this is some pretty lackluster bullshit price action the past few days. Which sucks because you don't want it to go too long sideways because then it's like the market participants are accepting price down there, so we don't want that to happen. Unless you're bearish, I guess, then you do. Dangerous to short in markets like this, so it's best to just buy dips. And then when it starts getting the other way around, like maybe we're under the 21 weekly or something, then you can flip that stance. But in a crazy market like this, man, that's you gotta be careful. All right, let's see what Monero's doing. Monero coming down a little bit. Yeah, see, it's because of this like lack of momentum. We're just having the struggle on the oscillators are even showing it. It's just struggling to really get anything going, coming right up to the threshold in the low 20s and then just rolling over immediately. Yeah, just its chart still better overall than more than like Bitcoin Cashes and stuff, but man, we need that follow through because it's getting a little heavy. Maybe the tech earnings this week can get excited. Maybe they'll mention cryptocurrencies in their conference calls, and everyone will be like, "Oh my god!" All right, Doge. Let's go to Doge. Still need to do some work. It's starting to kind of put in a little basing pattern on the 3 hour. Daily still needs some good price action to bust out of that. But the 3 hour is putting in a little bit of an interesting setup here. It looks pretty damn good above 450 sats. Let's go to the dollar pairing, and it's about to flip on the EMAs too. Let's see if the dollar's doing that. No, it's not doing that on the dollar pairing. So that sucks for Confluence, but against Bitcoin, that's pretty cool. Again, needs that follow through though. The bears kind of already just regained control on these 3 hour time frames. And so yeah, man, just need this struggling right at the 30 cent resistant area. Very important in this upper 20s handle for Doge. Really needs to get above that to start getting crazy again. Yeah, so we're just kind of in the same on the 3 hour. It is very crazy how similar almost every chart is. Let's go look at Sol because I know that's one that's been moving a lot. People are gonna want to see that. Let's see here. Oh, so weird. Yeah, so Sol is the defying one of the group. It's probably one of the only ones. I know Pundy X and Pirate Chain have been rallying too, so there's like 5 or something. But yeah, this I mean just broke out back over here, and it's maintained the bullish posturing the whole time. I mean, just amazing, amazing reaction from the April 20th, 21st dumps here. So that looks pretty damn good. I mean, I don't have any problem with this above like low 40s. This looks pretty awesome. How about daily? Yeah, I mean, daily's getting a little extended here away from the 10 simple, and we're kind of like at yeah, the angle of this and stuff. It's getting a little excited, but I mean, we'll go look at Pirate Chain in a second, and that doesn't really mean much until it does, right? So this 3 hours is probably how I'll be watching it. If it starts breaking like $40, I'd start to get a little bit concerned. That'd be the easiest way to do it, and then kind of can watch the 10 and the 21 if they actually cross to the downside, because it looks like the bots and stuff and the market participants are holding it up around there. So the crosses are being prevented. So any kind of actual formal cross on these, then I would start to look for some more downsides. Alrighty. What was the other? Oh yeah, Pirate Chain. This thing, dude. Pirate Chain is just even crazier than. Oh damn, it's coming down a lot. Oh my goodness. So this is what happens. This will be a good example. Man, look at this shit though. Pirate Chain has just gone up so much. And you see how it barely touched? Kind of like Sol's doing, just rallying up to 10. So it can just keep doing it for a while. But eventually this thing will break down. You can see the DMI for the last 2 days has shown that the momentum has lost. So it's going to need probably a few more days or some insane ass move above like $11. I mean, but it's all the way at 7 from 15, so it has lost 50% just in the last couple of days. But that's what happens with these guys. I mean, this isn't that crazy. It probably looks way more crazy on linear. Yeah, you can see how much more brutal it is. But it is coming right back to the trend line, to be fair, in the 10 simple. So, hey, if it holds about $5, it still looks pretty damn sexy. But eventually, just like anything that goes super vertical like this, it will correct in a very, very violent fashion. All right. And you can see we did get a cross here recently too. So this rally is definitely iced up sub $11. Oh, where did that? Yeah, even back here, RSI had lost the momentum and maintained it even into breaking below the 21. So that's a pretty strong signal. And you also lost the. Oh, let's see, what is this right around? And back. Oh man, DMI is just such a beast. You also lost the momentum back here in this little cluster and then confirmed it late in the evening on the 24th. So very nice. And this thing is just dumping some more, getting real heavy. But hey, right on the trend line, go all in, 1,000 leverage. It's the best trade to do, obviously. I'm totally serious. All right, so man, sorry, I need a little bit of water. All right, so I think that's probably about it. I mean, futures just open, but I mean, they're doing absolutely nothing. It's like a whatever burger. So I don't know why that keeps popping up, whatever the hell that X is. But yeah, it's a big whatever burger so far. These things look pretty damn bullish still. As long as they're kind of holding that little daily range or that weekly range we were in. It was just like 1% up, down percent. Russell's still stuck in that range. I mean, so they're fine until they get out of that range. It's kind of just a boring nothing burger. See what gold's doing, because that is one thing I did want to possibly get into early this week. Okay, so that's nice. So I actually do like this. This is kind of what I was hoping would happen Sunday night. I have to go, after I get off here, I got to go check my other signal, because when they line up together, it's a very sexy time. Oh, yeah, I like the bounce out of here, riding up the mama. This is what we wanted to see when we were talking about it on Friday, so that is nice to see that coming to fruition. So I do kind of like this setup here on the gold. So gold possibly going to have some follow through this week. I mean, this is a beast mode sell off. Look how aggressive this was on the 7 minute. This is just at open in like less than an hour, or maybe it was about an hour. No, it was about an hour. Just ouch. But when you zoom out, though, that's the crack time frames that look like that, which can mess with your head if you use them too much, or use them improperly, I should say. There you go, big girthy candle. So it's riding up this EMA. I like it above 1777 or 1780. As long as we start closing above there, man, I do like this for some continuation action. Let's go to daily real quick. Yeah, and you got all the EMAs on the daily right below it. They're not in perfect chronological order, so that does kind of suck. But you do have that horizontal, this trend line cross, lots of support right around that area. So that is nice. And then the 377 is right below it at 1740. So there'll be a lot more aggressive buyers in this zone for the short term. And if we zoom out on the weekly is trying to break out of this trend line that's been on here for a hot minute. Finding resistance at that 21 weekly MA. I think any daily closure above 1788, pretty much about 1800 would for sure do it. If we get any closures above 1800, I do think this comes up probably 50 to 70 more dollars after that and test up in this range. So gold, I do think, is in a very interesting position. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. We'll do Bitcoin real fast before we turn it off. Yeah, this internet's slow. All right. So Bitcoin, I'm liking this move here. This is like a little kind of fake out. These are great to see as kind of a confirmation type low, especially if we start getting a few 3-hour closes above 5,100. I would start to look for that as turning the green light back on for the short term. And then we just have to see what happens coming out into the end of the week here. This week is going to be a good one. Lots of earnings. So be ready this week to have the I don't know what I'm gonna go there. I got this big countdown that says I need to close my video. I guess they have a time limit on Trading View, so that kind of threw me off. Anyway, it's been no noise. This is Z-Rex, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.